Hello everyone, it's Matsimus. Today we are going to go over some tank tactics and how exactly a tank platoon works on the modern day battlefield. Now some of these tactics are a little dated, but they still follow the same principle, and we're going to use Steel Beast Pro as kind of a demonstrator to show you the physical principles of how a tank platoon operates, the different formations they use, and the tactics that they utilize on the battlefield. Enjoy.
The tank platoon is the smallest maneuver element within a tank company. The platoon consists of 4 tanks. While designed to fight as a unified group, each platoon is divided into 2 sections, with 2 tanks in each of these sections. The sections are led by the platoon leader and the platoon sergeant, with the other tanks functioning as wingmen. The wingman concept was borrowed from the Air Force and facilitates control of the platoon when it operates in sections. The concept requires that one tank orient on another tank on either its left or right side. In the absence of specific instructions, wingmen move, stop, and shoot when their leaders do. Formations are used to establish tank positions and sectors of responsibility during tactical operations. They are not intended to be rigid, with vehicles remaining a specific distance apart at every moment. There are 6 basic movement formations platoons use. The line formation provides maximum firepower forward. It is used when the platoon crosses danger areas and is provided with overwatch by another element, or when the platoon assaults enemy positions. The wedge permits excellent firepower to the front and good firepower to the flanks. It is employed when the platoon is provided with overwatch by another element and is moving in open or rolling terrain. The V formation provides excellent protection and control, but limits fire to the front. This formation is used when terrain restricts movement or when overwatch within the platoon is required. The echelon formation permits excellent firepower to the front and to one flank. It is used to screen an exposed flank of the platoon or of a larger moving force. The column provides excellent control and fire to the flanks, but permits less fire to the front. It is used when speed is critical, when the platoon is moving through restrictive terrain on a specific route, or when enemy contact is not likely. The staggered column is a modified column formation with one section leading and one section trailing behind to provide overwatch. The staggered column permits good fire to the front and flanks. It is used when speed is critical, when there is a limited area for lateral dispersion, or when enemy contact is possible. When the tank platoon makes contact with the enemy, the platoon leader usually initiates a battle drill. Battle drills provide virtually automatic responses to situations in which the immediate and violent execution of an action is vital to the platoon's safety or to its success in combat. They allow the platoon leader to protect the platoon from the effects of enemy fire, to quickly mask the platoon's combat power, or to move the platoon to a position of advantage over the enemy. The action drill permits the entire platoon to change direction rapidly in response to terrain conditions, obstacles, orders from the commander, or enemy contact. The purpose of an assault is to seize key terrain or to close with and destroy the enemy while seizing an enemy-held position. The platoon usually assaults the enemy while receiving support fire from an overwatch element. If supporting fire is not available, the platoon conducts tactical movement to a position of advantage over the enemy, then conducts the assault. A successful assault destroys the enemy elements or forces them to withdraw from the objective. The purpose of an attack by fire drill is to destroy the enemy using long-range fire from dominating terrain using the standoff capability of the main gun. The platoon can use an attack by fire to destroy inferior forces when the platoon leader does not desire to close with the enemy, or when the platoon is part of a company-level effort. In addition, the platoon may occupy an attack by fire position as part of a company-level hasty defense with the goal of destroying a superior force. A commander may order a platoon to bypass the enemy to maintain the tempo of the attack. The commander may designate one platoon to suppress the enemy, allowing the other platoons to use covered and concealed routes, weapon standoff, and smoke to bypass known enemy locations. The platoon leader notes targets on his IBIS overlay during the planning stages of a mission. Although most fire support planning is done by the company FIST or forward observer, the platoon leader can, if necessary, provide the FIST with nominations for additional targets for inclusion in the battalion fire support plan. As these targets are approved, he plots them on his overlays. If a target is disapproved, the platoon leader notes its grid coordinates so he can, if needed, submit a speedy call for fire using the grid method. The platoon leader should plan and request artillery targets on potential avenues of approach, at choke points along the avenues of approach, at possible enemy support by fire positions, at obstacles, and in dead space within the platoon's battle space. Each artillery target should have a decision point overwatched by at least a crew or section. The decision point triggers the call for fire on a target to ensure that the impact of the rounds coincides with the enemy's arrival. The location of the decision point is based on the enemy's expected rate of advance over the terrain, the time of flight of the rounds, and the priority of fire.
Well guys, there you go, a little bit of tank tactics for you, something new, a little bit touch base on formations there, not all of them, and some of them are very simple. Very important things to know for sure within Steel Beast Pro are some of the things mentioned in this video. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these tank tactic videos and allowing you guys to learn a little bit more about how tanks work in the real world and how you can actually apply it to the Steel Beast world too. Right now we're looking at the beautiful T-72 vehicle, which is playable in-game, so in the future here I'm going to be trying to do more videos on some Russian armor, so stay tuned for that. But I hope you learned at least a little something new today, and if you didn't, then let me know what you would like to learn about, because I can potentially do some more educational tank tactic videos in the future. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like. If you are new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. All the best, and bye-bye.